Namaste. Welcome to Aditya Birla Capital Health at Home. For this amazing yoga series, I'm your teacher today. My name is Avni Talsania. I'm based in Mumbai, originally from the US. This yoga sequence is going to be dedicated to our core. We're going to be creating a fire within our bellies. That fire will increase our metabolism as well as develop core strength muscles within our bodies. So there's two main things happening in this sequence, which I like to call the fire flow. So get ready to turn up the heat. This sequence is going to challenge you, but it's going to be worth the sweat. So let's get started. You can come to the center of your mat and you can relax your hands, straighten your posture by tucking in your tailbone, relaxing your shoulders, closing your eyes and bringing your palms together. Let's chant one Omkar all together, inhaling through the nostrils and exhaling for the Om. Slowly, gently opening your eyes, setting the intention for this class to follow through with determination and achieve our goals. The Manipura chakra, which is the center of our core, is known for being the willpower and determination required to achieve anything that you require. So let's reap not only the physical, but the emotional and spiritual benefits of this practice today. You can place your feet together. We'll start with Ardha Kati Chakrasana. What you can do is make sure your spine is straight and your posture is aligned. Raise your right hand and stretch up your arm, looking up to the fingertips. When you feel the armpit opening, you couple it with an inhalation to get an extra lift from the chest. Now relax your left hand. Let's try not to use the support from the left hand and let it be dangling but flexed besides the hips. Now we're going to bend to the side and make a lateral bend. Now side does not mean forward and it does not mean back. You need to keep your arm above your ear and you need to only be activating the side muscles without tipping over. Make sure that we're not coming forward by falling. Feel that beautiful stretch in the arm. Inhale, exhale, raise your left hand, stretch it all the way up. Exhale, bending over to the sides. Please. Make sure you don't close your eyes when you're not stable. Take a deep breath. Make sure you're grounded from your feet. That will help you stay balanced. Keep opening the chest. That arm is directly above the ear. Try not to use the support of your bottom arm. Inhale. Exhale deeply. Lovely. You can spread your feet a little bit wider. Bring your palms in front of the chest. Open your right arm swiftly as you exhale, forcefully through the nostrils. We're going to be twisting dynamically, right and left. Each time we will be taking one breath. So let's breathe in and breathe out. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Now let's do this with one breath per entire twist. So one breath, right, left. Another breath, right, left. Back to the center. Make sure you're engaging your core and you're not arching your back. And we go. Back to the center, already feeling the heat coming up in our body. You can relax your hands to the sides. You can feel that the sweat and the tempo of your heart have already started to increase. Let's step those feet together. We're going to come to the top of our mat and raise our arms up And we're going to interlock the fingers, come to the tippy toes, walk all the way to the back of the mat. Lovely. Now we're warming up the leg muscles while we do this. Walk all the way to the front. Try to maintain your posture as well as this height coming from the arms, the shoulders, and the waist. Now when you're at the back this time, lower down to the heels. Exhale and sweep your arms down for a forward fold Uttanasana with your knees as straight as possible. Try to bring your stomach to the thighs. Lovely. Now you can inhale and look up for Urdhva Uttanasana. Keep letting those hamstrings loosen up. Breathing deeply. We're still warming up. Now we're going to walk our hands forward on the mat until you reach a downward dog position with your heels down completely. Feel that elongation on the spine by keeping your hips tilted upwards. Try to press your heels down completely on the mat. If that's not possible for you, don't worry at all. You can even bend your knees and keep your heels lifted. Just maintain a straight spine. That's the most important thing in this pose. So keep your hips lifted and keep lengthening from the arms by pushing into your palms. Take a deep exhalation. Now stepping your right foot forward and bringing your left foot in a 45-degree angle, we're going to roll up our chest and bring our palms together for Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana. Our right knee is 45 degrees. Excellent. We're going to interlock our fingers behind us and extend the elbows. Inhale, arch your back and get ready to fold forward into a humble warrior, allowing your head to bow lower than the knee. Keep straightening the arms behind your back. Feeling the power coming up from the feet, quadriceps. Stay strong here. Still warming up the body to get us ready to focus on the core. Inhale, lifting back up, maintaining the position of the legs, raising both your arms. Now you can open to Warrior 2 into a T formation. Lovely. Now what you're going to do is straighten your right leg and bring both your arms to the sides as you shift your torso, coming into a triangle pose. Feeling the sides, our lateral obliques, getting a beautiful stretch in this triangle. Making sure that, once again, your back and shoulder is aligned with your leg and you're not falling forward or back. Coming back up. Let's turn both our legs to the left as we go into Warrior 1 on the other side. Keep your back straight and your core is engaged even now. We are not arching the back. You need to make sure you're tucking your tailbone, keeping both the back knee straight, reaching your arms as wide as possible. A lot of things going on here. It requires awareness. Bringing your hands back down. And we're going to bring our arms open into a Warrior 2. Interlock our hands behind our back. Straighten the elbows. Looking up. Exhale, bending forward for Humble Warrior. Getting that juicy hip flexor opening as we engage our leg muscles. We're going to need all of the supporting muscles for the core. The whole body is so interlinked. It's really not just about one system independently. Open your arms once again. So a lot of the poses that we do for the core will require our legs and require our arm strength as well. So that's why, hence the holistic warm-up. Now from Warrior 2, you can straighten your left knee and shift the weight to the left side. Lower your left palm, come into a triangle pose. Keeping your right shoulder straight up. Bring your chin in line with that shoulder. Making sure both knees are straight. One more deep breath. Keep your stomach in line with the thighs. Do not go forward. As tempting as it is to try to touch the ground, I urge you to stay lifted. Now from here, we're going to go back to the top of our mat. Step that left foot forward. And you're back with your feet hip width distance apart. We're going to raise our arms up, sweep them down, come into a forward fold. Lovely. From here, you're going to bend your knees, micro bend the knees, place your palms firmly down on the mat, step or jump back into a plank. We're in our first core exercise of the day. Our warm-up is officially over. Our palms are under the shoulders, our knees are straight, and we're making sure that we're not in a mountain position and we're not sinking either. We need to engage the core and stay in a complete straight line. If it helps you to squeeze your glutes, your quadriceps, keep pushing into your palms and feel the protraction coming from the shoulders. Stay there. All right, I'm going to give you a little bit of a breather before we reach our peak. You can lower your knees and now arch your back. We're going to release the core for a moment. Drop your chest and your chin in Ashtanga Namaskara with your toes curled up. Keep your palms under your shoulders. Now we're completely released the core. You can exhale here. Now we're going to take another deep breath in and exhale into an upward dog. So push into your palms, flip your toes back. Open your shoulders and your chest. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades behind your back. Inhale if you'd like to and you're not experiencing neck pain. Raise your chin. Keep squeezing your glutes. That's going to protect your lower back. Exhale, let's lift up to a downward dog. Push back your heels. Feel the opening in the shoulders. Another deep breath. And you can exhale from here. All right, this time we're going to do the next 4 poses dynamically. And these are the 4 poses. The first pose is downward dog, what we're in right now. This is number 1. Number 2 from here is we're going to drop down our elbows in onto the forearms with our hips lifted. This is called Dolphin Pose. This is number 2. Number 3, we're going to lower down the hips in the same line as our shoulders for a low plank. You've got to make sure that you've got your core engaged again. You're not sinking, you're not touching the ground, you're not lifting up your hips at all. One straight line. From here, we're going to lift up to the palm and the second palm, and we're back in a high plank. So that's number 4. So we've got, let's do all 4 together. Number 1, downward dog. Number 2, dolphin. Number 3, low plank. Number 4, high plank. Great job. Staying with me. So let's do that entire set one more time. Downward dog. Take a breather. Dolphin on your forearms. Low plank, lowering the hips. High plank, pushing back up. Amazing job. At any time, if you're feeling tired, you can drop down a knee, take a breather, and then please do catch up to where we are. Just jump right back in. We're back in a high plank. So from here, we're going to come back into a downward dog. Let's rest the core. And let's get off the arms just a bit. So we're going to lower down our knees and we're in a tabletop position. We're going to open the knees a little wider and we're going to sit in an Adho Mukha Virasana, wide-legged fold. One more deep exhalation. I'm allowing you to take very deep breaths, just like any fire requires air and space. Once you remove the oxygen, the fire is gone. A candle is gone. So that flame can no longer exist. So it's very important that you breathe, provide the fire with the oxygen required. So in these few moments where we pause in between, this is not a time for you not to be doing anything. This is a time for you to focus and be mindful of deep breaths. So every relaxation also comes with a purpose. So let's take one last deep breath before we take the next step. Moving up back onto our palms, we are in all fours. Now we're going to extend our right leg and our right hand and our left leg. Now we're going to meet the elbow and the knee and try to tuck in the tailbone. Tucking in our chin and curving your back. We extend them out again and we come back into touch. Elbow to knee, even forehead comes back out and in. Number 3 and in. Number 4 and in. Number 5 and in. And out. Relax. Let's go for the left. Raising your left arm, right leg, touching the elbow to the knee. And out. Back in. Out. Back in. 3. Back in. Stay balanced. 4. Use your core to balance. 5. And out. Relax your right arm, your leg. Great job. Coming back up into a high plank. The next set is going to get a little more challenging, but I will show you modifications. You can move on to your left elbow now. And we're in our side plank variation. So if you need the support, you can drop your knee and you can do the same thing on your palm. So we're going to bring down the palm and bring down the left knee. You can extend your right leg and you can raise your hand up straight to the sky. So I'm still using the support of my knee. Now, those of you that want to increase the tempo, you can bring that leg back inside. And we're in a high side plank. Excellent. Now you can keep your arm raised up. Level 3, for those of you that are regular practitioners, you can even raise your leg in a star. And we've got raised leg side plank. Feel free to bring that leg back in on the thigh and do a side plank tree variation. Stay strong up from the arm. And as I said, anytime you need to come down, feel free. Bring your right arm back and turn over to a high plank. Excellent job. You can lower down your knees, chest, and chin. Let's do something called the vinyasa, where we come back down to upward dog. Lift up the hips. Downward dog. Moving back into a plank. Let's go the left side. I'm going to do it on the back of the mat just so you can see me better. But feel free to just turn over where you are. So we're starting in a high plank and we're going to turn our body to the right side. Raise that left hand up. Now the modification will be with our knee down and with our left hand up. Now the next step is removing the knee, keeping your arm raised. That's also not required if any of you are struggling with the balance part. And if you're struggling by sinking your body, I would recommend that you don't do the side plank and do it with the knee so that you're still getting the benefit of the core and not just the arm. That would defeat the purpose. So keep that arm raised up. Lovely. Level 3 with the leg. Only the advanced practitioners now. And if you'd like, with the knee bent. Vrikshasana, Vasishtasana. One more deep breath here. And we're going to exit just as gracefully as we got into it. Releasing that left arm down. And you're back into a high plank. Now you're going to sit on your knees. And you're going to come into Vajrasana. Excellent job. Let's give our arms a break. I'm sure you guys are building up the sweat now, but you're doing a great job, so keep going. You can sweep your right arm over to the back, come on your elbow, bring that left arm over as well, And you're going to lift up your chest and arch your spine. Take a deep inhalation and just enjoy that feeling of air as we're allowing the oxygen in our lungs with this deep heart opener. Coming back up very gracefully. We're back in Vajrasana. I'm going to turn around just so you can see me. Now, the final set. Let's flip our legs over and we're going to keep our legs straight. Let's take a forward fold just to prepare. Keeping your legs straight, knees locked, feet flexed, pointing upwards. Keep your back straight and coming in as deep as you can with a straight spine. As I said in my last tutorial, it's very important to keep our straight back. So if it's not happening for you, I would just hold a belt and keep your back straight however far in you are. Don't worry about touching your head to your thigh or your knee. It's really not required if you're damaging your posture. And we're going to raise our hands back up. Lovely. Now you're going to place your palms behind your hips, come onto your feet, and lift off from the hip. I'm in a reverse tabletop. I'm going to relax my head. I'm going to keep the body in a straight line, and I'm engaging my core. Now, level 2 means you can raise one hand towards the back, and then try the other side. Same thing for the level 2 practitioners. You can extend your leg, keep the core engaged, and the other leg. Excellent. Coming back down, sitting on your hips. From here, we go into every yogi's worst enemy or best friend. It's either love-hate with the next pose, which is called Navasana. So for those of you that are doing the modified version, what you can do is bend your knees and lift your feet off the mat. Take your arms forward and as much as possible, raising your feet. Keeping that bend in your knee to help you balance on your tailbone. It's absolutely fine. Now, those of you that are in practice, you can extend your legs forward and try to straighten from the knee without falling. Now, I'm going to need a lot of core strength for this. I'm also trying to keep a back straight. My arms are active. My toes are active. And let's breathe. Now we're going to cross the right leg over the left leg. Take your arms. And we're going to try to see if we can lift the body off the mat. If you need the help of your toes, you can use them. Lift off. Maybe you don't. Extend back into Navasana number 2. We're back at it. Let's hold for 3, 2, 1. Cross your left leg over your right. Lift up. Last round. Extending up. Holding for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cross and lift. Amazing. Bravo for all your efforts. This is not an easy pose. Finally, you can extend your legs once again. And what we're going to do is lie down. With the crown of our head down on the mat and not the back, we're going to lift up from the shoulders and the chest and just relax the arms on either side. And we're in a fish pose, Matsyasana. Keep lifting your chest and creating a larger curve in the spine. You should be on the topmost part of your head, the crown chakra. Your throat is nice and wide. This is activating our thyroid gland, which is helping to regulate hormones within the body. The endocrine system is controlled by our thyroid gland. So this is great for PCOD, which also helps, in effect, lose weight and regulate your body weight. It's very hormonal. All right. The next step, I'm going to call this a level 1 first. We're going to raise one leg up and try to maintain the weight of your leg in this position. Level 2, bring your palms together and raise both legs up. So we've got really intense core testing pose. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax, coming down. Bring your back flat completely. Amazing job. You might be out of breath. That's the sign of success. So bring your knees back in. Hug your legs and sway from left to right. Time to wind down. We've really created a blaze today. Now you can bring your feet back down and extend your arms out for a complete Shavasana, collapsing your body, your arms. In the Shavasana, we're going to take Agni Mudra using our thumb, which is representative of the fire element in Ayurveda, and the ring finger, and the second part on the top of the ring finger, that we all have 2 lines on our fingers. So this is after the first line, the middle portion of the finger. We're going to press our tip of the thumb on that. This is called Agni Mudra, and this is also going to activate the Agni chakra and the fire element within our body composition, increasing your metabolism, increasing your ability to lose weight, increasing your willpower, all the benefits that we mentioned in the beginning of the session. So let's collapse the body, take the mudra, and just focus on you, all the things happening inside of you. You might still be slowing down your breath from this exhaustive session. You might be observing the rising and falling of your chest. You might be listening to the beating of your heart. You might be feeling the shoulders relaxing, toes falling. You might be very aware and sensitive to the beautiful oxygen coming through your nostrils. Never felt so good to breathe until you were short of breath. Whatever it is you might be doing, just be aware and be there 100%. Just letting us hold this mudra for a few more seconds. Finally, you can release the mudra as well, and we will bring the knees in a bend. Raise our right arm, turn to the right side of the body in a fetal position with our eyes closed, tapping into the child within us, starting this day with joy in our hearts, fire in our bellies, ready to go conquer the world. And whatever your next goal is, you can make the intention right now to take a stab at it today. Take one more step closer to your final dream. Slowly, with the help of your hands sitting in Sukhasana, bring your palms together. We will rub the palms and create heat within, placing that energy gently on your eyes, head, neck, shoulders. Bring your palms back together. Gently bow down to the divinity in you. You are full of unlimited potential. Allow the fire to help you achieve and fulfill and manifest you. Inhale. Rising up again. Gently open your eyes.